um, Bridget and I tried so hard to connect, and the stream connection was just so glitchy. She is calling from Middle Earth, New Zealand. She is out by the sheep shed. We joked about how she's just been sharing sheep, and she was going to throw cotton buds in the air and be like, right guys, I'm here to help you shave through your 2017 goals for 2018.
What do you want? When do you want it?
Bridget Paddon from GoalDiggers. So she is currently dealing with some technology issues and resetting her router because she was phrasing roboting on me. But I just wanted to intro Bridget. She is the founder of a platform called GoalDiggers. Trying to pronounce that because, warning, we both have Kiwi accents. So those of you who find it hard to decipher the Kiwi tongue, this is going to be a hard watch for you. Hilarious, I'm sure, but probably a hard watch. Bridget is a personal and fulfillment goal coach. So she sees you through not just the physical and self-confidence transformation, but she'll also take you to a new mindset. She's amazing, down to earth, Kiwi girl, hard worker. And the thing that I really adore and resonated with Bridget is that she's a human being like you and I, like our soul searchers and evolving goddesses. And yeah, life isn't always easy, and it's really refreshing to talk to a coach that has her own stuff to deal with and isn't afraid to not be a perfect, levitating being. So, and it looks beautiful, babe. Welcome! So I just did another intro where we're waiting for you to reset and recharge and reconnect. So I've already introduced you to everyone. And now that we can, you're still going to kind of glitch in and out, but it's not as bad. So we're just going to see if we can flow through it. And she's beautiful to look at. So when she freezes, it's always in the most thoughtful, like blue steel poses. It's great. So Bridget was
Okay. Yeah.
I love that every time you show up, you're in a different Bridge, biggest hurdles of 2017 other than trying to connect to the Wi-Fi, millennial first world issues.
Wow. Where do I start? 2017 has not panned out how I thought it would, but I mean, that's, joke's on me, isn't it? Because nothing pans out the way you think it would. The more you try and control something and force it, the less likely it is to happen. So biggest hurdle for me has kind of come about in the last couple of months, and that's been around self-belief and self-worth and self-value. And that's something I thought I had in the bag, which is really silly because it's not like you go through life and like, yeah, the self-worth, tick, I can do that. But yeah, that's something I thought I tackled when I started GoalDiggers, because GoalDiggers, it was pretty scary starting GoalDiggers. Like coaching people kind of don't get what you're doing. If you say you're a life coach, some people just are like, well, what's that? What do you do? So I thought that when I launched and put my Facebook group out there to my friends and family, that, that was me pushing past those barriers of self-belief. Yes, I believe in myself because I'm doing this. But no, reared its head again this year. I just wrote a blog post on calling myself out on my own bullshit and calling out my followers and you on your bullshit as well. Because we all do it. We all self-sabotage, and we all let our ego mind take over. So moving into 2018 for me, what does that look like? Em and I had a really good conversation No, we had a really great conversation when I was in Auckland a couple months ago, and Em, I don't know if you remember, but you told me to take my blinkers off. So this year, 100%, I believe I've been limiting myself to set goals within here with my blinkers on. So I need to take them off and dream big and level up and step up and show up and put myself out there and ask the big people to help me and connect with me and collaborate with me. So that is me moving forward. That's not 2018, that's starting now. And as well as that action. So that's going to be one of my big things for 2018 is action. Again, Em, I remember from that conversation you spoke about people who talk about ideas and they don't do anything about it, and how I can't remember the exact words you said, but you know, they just weren't your people. And I feel like in the last couple of months I've become one of those people who'd be like, yeah, cool, I'm going to do this and this, and oh yeah, the GNZ clothing relaunch, and none of it's happened. So my theme for now and moving into next year is action and stepping up and getting shit done, calling myself out on my bullshit, which is step one. I've done that, and then, you know, ticking these things off on my list to achieve these goals.
It sounds like a really, you know, life. The roadblocks, the detours, the handbrake. Like, what was your process?
To be honest, I just embraced kind of the low feeling that came with it for a while. And I think that's really important to do that, because life's never going to be like this. And so when it does go low, you really do need to embrace it for a bit and be kind to yourself, and you know that it's okay to feel that way, because everyone feels that way. I wouldn't believe anyone who says they have never lacked self-confidence, or they've never believed in themselves, or they've never felt unworthy. I wouldn't believe them, because that's just us as human beings. We feel those things. So was overcoming my hurdle of self-belief, not having any self-belief, lack of self-belief, was first of all getting low and being okay with being low and feeling low and embracing being low, and not feeling guilty about being low, and not trying to fix the situation straight away. So when I got back from Fiji, I felt a bit off, and I knew I was off because I wasn't getting up and going for my morning walks that I'd been doing all year. I wasn't too worried about my nutrition, what I was eating. I wasn't reaching out to people, and I let myself get that way, which I think was really important for a certain amount of time. So yeah, first step for me was just being low and feeling low and being okay with it. Coming back to the why, so looking at why I set up GoalDiggers, or why I want to work for myself, and why I want this lifestyle, and why I'm not going to go back teaching. Really looking at the why and the purpose and the connection, and kind of going inwards and thinking about, okay, who am I? What do I want to be doing? And why do I want to be doing it? So this wasn't in like a high energy space. This was still quite in a low space, but just kind of reevaluating things, but doing it in a nice way where I'm not trying to take over the world. But I'm doing that now. I'm at that point now.
What have been some of your key takeaways from this year?
Showing up, calling myself out on my bullshit, and then coming up with an action plan. And then what goes hand in hand with that is accountability. So holding myself accountable, but also getting other people on board to hold me accountable too. Even like posting that blog post was a great, had great accountability factor, because I put it out there. I tagged people in the Instagram post, that I was going to get in touch with, or that I wanted to collaborate with or connect with. So that was also a really good way. Even this video is going to be a great way, because I can't just not do anything now. Because I've told everyone what's happening and what I've been through and how I'm about to just smash it. Emma, there's me not being humble, just for you. Okay, so I think the next question was, what have I learned this year? Well, a lot of what I've just spoken about is what I've learned about self-belief. That support, asking for support is a big thing I've learned, still learning about. What have I learned this year? Being kind to yourself when you are feeling low, and that's okay. That's totally okay. No one's on their A game all day, every week, every month, every year. So just being kinder to myself, something I've learned. Another big learning this year has been around money. And money, you shouldn't identify money with your self-worth or success or anything like that. This year, money has been... Oh, this is very vulnerable talking about money. Yeah, no, it's kind of been up and then down and then up and then down, and just disconnecting any self-worth or self-belief, there we go again, from money and what's happening in the bank account, because at the end of the day it really doesn't matter.
No, you're the queen of goal digging. Do you vision board? Like, what's your take on the whole manifest, put it out there focus? Like, do you write them down? Do you wallpaper your wall like a beautiful mind with post-it notes? How do you focus on where you want to get to?
Do I vision board? No, I don't vision board. Not specifically. I don't, I've never got a board itself and cut things out and stuck things on. But I have all these post-it notes and things in front of me, in front of my desk. So that's with affirmations, not so much pictures, but with affirmations and quotes and things like that. And my oracle card for the day, my message for the day, I like to have that up there as a reminder. In terms of manifesting, again, affirmations are a really good one. Love that. But I guess I kind of vision board through my Goal Diggers coaching templates. So I use the same templates that I coach my clients with, and that's a whole lot of brainstorming what goals look like once they've achieved and what they feel like when they've achieved. So I guess that's one way of vision boarding. It's all written though. I'd love to do a vision board for 2018. Actually, there's a goal accountability factor right here. I'm putting it out here. I'm going to do a vision board for 2018. But yeah, I don't have anything against vision boarding. I've just never done it. So I'm super keen to get that happening and have some kind of visual representation of my goals as well as the written ones. Yeah, so yeah, staying on track with my goals is pretty much through my templates. So I create my goal, my big goal. I have a big goal for the year. I'll break it down into smaller goals. Then each smaller goal will have an action plan with steps to take, and I take them off and then reflect and reevaluate every couple of weeks.
So, Bridget from Goal Diggers, goal setting, what do you really wish you could tell the world, the people of New Zealand, women setting out trying to make resolutions for 2018, people that are looking back on 2017 wondering where the fuck it went wrong, watching the news feed with Trump going, what sort of circus am I living in? What could you tell them, keys and tips and practical takeaways about setting goals? The truth.
There's one thing I could let everyone watching know about goal setting. It would be knowing your why. Because a lot of people set goals and they don't look at why they're setting them. Or they might have a surface level idea of why they're setting them, but they don't look deeper. So when you're setting your goals, think about why you're setting them. Think about why you're setting them now. Think about why you want to achieve that. What does that mean for you in the long term? How's it going to make you feel? I really focus on feelings when setting goals with my clients. I want to know how it's going to make you feel. How are you going to feel at the end of it? When you've achieved that, how are you going to feel? Make your why purposeful. Make it full of purpose. Make it full of connection. Make it full of truth. Make it real to you. Your why, you and someone else might have the exact same goal. For example, it might be starting your own business. Your whys should be completely different because everyone has different values. Everyone has a different purpose in life. Everyone has a different idea of, everyone has a different perception, really. So your whys should be different.
Cool. So how can people get the most out of 2018?
I think by starting with calling yourself out on your own bullshit. Where are you at? Where do you want to be? And what self-sabotage bullshit are you doing that's stopping yourself from getting there? So yeah, really getting honest with yourself, I think, is the first step for the best goals for 2018. And then thinking about, you know how we all have those thoughts, oh yeah, I really want to do that. So I have those thoughts come to me, or my best ideas come either when I'm driving or when I'm in the shower. So think about the things you think about when you're driving or in the shower or whenever your like best ideas come to you, because those ideas are usually the ones that are coming to you for a reason and that you need to expand on from the idea to a goal, and you'll just see magic happen. And you know, there might be something you've thought, oh yeah, I really want to do that, and you've thought it for years. I know my client, Danny, if you're watching, had the dream of opening her own cake business. So she's a chef, opening her own cake business for 10 years. 10 fucking years. And I bet the majority of you watching have an idea that you've been holding on to for a long time, and you've been letting your bullshit get in the way of doing anything about it. Self-sabotage. Also, let's add, Danny is launching her cake business tomorrow. She's had orders coming in even before it's officially launched, and I'm so fucking proud of you, Danny, if you're watching. She has taken her 10-year dream and made it happen in 3 months. So, all the warm fuzzies there. So your best goals for setting your best goals for 2018. Calling yourself out on your bullshit. Thinking about, okay, what is something that always pops into my head? What's something I've been holding on to and not doing anything about it for ages? They're always the best ones to start with.
Bridget, what do you know for sure after tackling the wild, glitchy Wi-Fi rural sheep that was your 2017?
Oh, that is a really tough question. Actually, when you showed me the questions you might be asking me and I read that one, do you know what I thought? I thought, I've got Oprah's book. What do I know for sure? I'm going to go read it and get some ideas. and then I don't have it because my friend's borrowing it. So I was kind of up shit creek on that one. But I feel like my answer to this question could be quite limited, or it could be quite limitless, because if I'm being 100% honest, I don't know if I know anything for sure. I mean, Em, do you know anything for sure? It's quite a tricky one, especially with the personal growth I've been going through lately. Everything just changes. Nothing is a constant. So yeah, I mean, I know Jacinda Ardern's just been elected as a Prime Minister. That was a really good R roll. Hope you enjoyed that. I know like those things are for sure at the moment. What do I know for sure? I know that if you don't believe in yourself, no one else is going to, because why would they? If you're walking around like a sad sack and, you know, giving off these negative vibes and not backing yourself, why is anyone else going to back you? That's something I know for sure. First-hand experience right there.
Thanks, Bridget.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.